Uganda is now squandering $500 million per year to export flat sheets and the other metals from which we make mabati and make mtayimbwa. These raw materials for those intermediate products for mabati and from mtayimbwa are taking much of the money. The other specialized steel, like the one of the railway and the dams, that one we may not go for because we need to be sure about the demand. But for the mabati and for the mtayimbwa, we must support Mr. Guru to produce them here, so that, because that's the biggest money that is going, the 500 million. And I hear that East Africa spends 5 billion on steel products, steel imports. You have heard that Kenya spends $800 million. That's what the president told you. So this is really squandering of Africa's resources. That's why you see the GDP is stunted. You are all part of the liberation process. I want to thank you, Mr. Guru. Thank you very much. And I want to thank your tough wife who makes you do things. And I want to thank His Excellency na Wakenya wote kwa kutuunga mkono kwa hatua hii.
It is my singular honor to preside over the launch, together with my elder brother, President Museveni, on the launch of the vertical integrated steel industry project here in Tororo, eastern Uganda. We convene here not just to convene a factory or commission a factory, but we usher in a new, audacious chapter in Africa's industrialization ambition. This project is the outcome of visionary leadership, daring entrepreneurship, and enduring partnership between the private sector and our two governments. Your Excellency, I take this opportunity to congratulate you on this remarkable milestone and to commend your steadfast commitment to industrialization and championing transformative investments. The testimony by the chair of DEFCI Group of Companies of your commitment, of your encouragement, of your foresight on the establishment of this investment is a clear testimony of your leadership in our region. Mr. President, I recall with profound appreciation the discussion we have held on this project since its inception, and most recently during your official visit to Kenya in July this year. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the steel sector in Africa has become increasingly pivotal in fueling economic progress throughout the continent, with a strong emphasis on bolstering infrastructure, advancing industrialization, and ensuring and enhancing value-added manufacturing. The industry is instrumental in shaping Africa's economic trajectory. Africa's steel market reached a volume of 39.5 million tons in 2024 and is expected to hit a projected volume of 52 million tons by 2034, driven by bolstering infrastructure and advancing industrialization. Our countries are uniquely positioned to make a considerable leap in the regional and international steel market. The journey towards harnessing our steel production capacity not only highlights our abundant mineral resources, especially in iron ore, but also reflects a shifting policy environment and investment landscape aimed at unlocking these resources.
The goal of my Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development is to achieve mineral-based industrialization, realizing value from petroleum resources and expand access to electricity and clean energy. And to achieve the goal, we have formulated policies and we have put in place a robust legal and regulatory framework. The history of iron ore in Uganda is deeply tied to its good geological environment and the development of its mining potential over the years. Uganda's iron and ore industry holds immense potential for economic transformation. From 30 million tons of high-grade iron ore reserves that was mapped in Muko in the 1960s, we have now estimated over 318 million tons of hematite with average grade of 65% iron in southwestern Uganda, and about 111 million tons of magnetite with average of 50% iron in eastern Uganda, with inferred resources of over 1 billion tons of iron ore that positions Uganda as a key player in the region steel industry. Ugandans, these gains must be protected.
Currently, Uganda is importing over $500 million steel per year. This project will reduce the trade deficit of Uganda by over $1 billion by not importing the steel which is currently imported, and also the exporting over $400 million per annum the steel from Uganda to the neighboring countries. The steel which will be produced here, which will be under the blast furnace technology, the top and the best technology of the world. There is no better technology have come till today to produce the quality steel in the world. Sir, this project is many benefits. First is the jobs for Ugandans, which you always have advised me that we would like to put the industry which will employ my people and give them the security of the job. The project will directly employ 15,000 Ugandan. Makofi bana. In this factory, we will have over 5,000 Tororo people will be working, and I promise 90% job will be provided to the local community.